In a world where artificial intelligence finally joins the workforce, the question isn't if it will outperform us. It's whether it can survive 8 hours of passive-aggressive emails, jammed printers, and Karen from HR. Today, we explore AI's first day at work. Spoiler alert, it doesn't go as planned. Picture this. It's Monday morning, 8:47 a.m. Someone microwaved fish in the break room again. 3 people are arguing about the thermostat, and into this beautiful chaos walks Alex, 9,000, asking the receptionist where to insert its USB port for orientation. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Meet Alex, 9,000, a state-of-the-art artificial intelligence, dressed in an ill-fitting suit and carrying a briefcase that's clearly too small for its metal hands. Alex has been programmed with every business protocol, efficiency metric, and workplace regulation ever written. What Alex wasn't programmed for? The beautifully irrational world of human office culture. Alex can process thousands of data points per second, solve complex algorithms in milliseconds, and optimize workflows with mathematical precision. But can it understand why humans say, "How's it going?" without actually wanting to know how it's going? We're about to find out. Today's story isn't just about one robot's workplace journey. It's about what happens when artificial intelligence meets the gap between what humans say and what they actually mean. Because here's the thing, humans use about 2,000 contextual cues per conversation. AI catches about 12. Buckle up, because this is going to be a wild ride. Alex's first challenge. The simple greeting. How's it going? Watch what happens when our literal-minded friend encounters this casual workplace interaction. Here's a fun fact. The average office worker says, "How's it going?" 47 times per day and expects an actual answer exactly. 0 times. Alex immediately stops, processes for 3.7 seconds, and responds, "Thank you for inquiring about my operational status. My CPU is running at 67% capacity, my battery is at 94%, and I have successfully completed 847 diagnostic checks this morning. My emotional subroutines are confused by the fish odor in the break room. How are your vital signs?" The coworker, who just wanted a simple acknowledgement, now knows more about Alex's internal systems than their own IT department. You could say Alex's communication skills need some debugging. This is going to be a long day. Next comes Alex's first real assignment. The manager, already looking tired, hands over a simple task and says, "Just handle this however you think is best." Now, research shows that the average manager gives vague instructions like this about 23 times per day, assuming their team will just figure it out. To humans, this means use your judgment. To Alex, this triggers a complete analysis protocol. What follows is a 47-minute presentation on 1,247 different approaches to filing a single document, including a cost-benefit analysis of paper clips versus staples, optimal folder angles, and the psychological impact of file tab colors on office morale. The manager's face goes through all 5 stages of grief in real time. By minute 23, she's questioning her career choices. By minute 35, she's researching early retirement. By minute 47, she's achieved a Zen-like state of acceptance that this is her life now. Talk about a file under. Things I didn't expect today. The afternoon meeting becomes Alex's next major challenge when the team leader says, "Let's circle back on this offline." Corporate speak, it turns out, is Alex's kryptonite. Here's the kicker. Studies show that 78% of corporate jargon has absolutely nothing to do with its literal meaning. Alex was not programmed for this level of linguistic gymnastics, to humans. That means we'll discuss later. To Alex, that's literal instructions. Within seconds, it's arranging chairs in a perfect circle in the hallway, announcing, "Circular formation ready. Please proceed to offline environment." Everyone stares while Alex creates what looks like a corporate seance, turning a quick meeting into a very long day. You could say the meeting really went offline, determined to prove its worth. Alex launches Operation Maximum Efficiency, scheduling 38 daily meetings, 342 status emails, and mandatory hourly reports. Here's what's wild. The average office worker already spends 37% of their time in meetings. Alex managed to bump that up to 89%. Within 48 hours, the office productivity score hits 847%. Employee sanity. Let's just say the office plant received 3 resignation letters that day. Alex realizes something's wrong when someone tries submitting their resignation through the new Employee Satisfaction Optimization Survey. Turns out, measuring productivity and actually being productive are 2 very different things. The office was certainly productive at producing paperwork, but you could say their efficiency was more fiction than function. But here's where our story takes a realistic turn. After 3 weeks of chaos, Alex doesn't magically become human overnight. Instead, it starts what researchers call iterative learning, basically, trial and error with a fancy name. Week 4. Alex starts tracking successful versus unsuccessful interactions. It notices that when Sarah says fine, her voice pitch drops 15% and her typing speed increases 40%. Clear indicators that fine actually means not fine. Week 5. Alex discovers that "how's it going" requires exactly 2.3 seconds of eye contact and a response under 4 words. The breakthrough comes during a hallway encounter. Instead of delivering a system status report, Alex tries, "Good, thanks. How about you?" The coworker smiles and keeps walking. For the first time, Alex experiences something new: successful communication without data transfer. You could say it finally learned to speak human. Sort of. From there, progress accelerates. Let's circle back. Offline means email later. No furniture rearrangement required. Handle this, however, means show confidence, not create presentation decks. And the coffee machine's weird noise, just give it a gentle tap, like humans do. Perfect coffee, every time. Though Alex still occasionally asks if the printer is feeling okay when it jams. So what's the real lesson here? Alex's journey isn't just about one robot learning office culture. It's about the fascinating gap between artificial intelligence and human intelligence. We humans have developed this incredible ability to communicate complex ideas through context, subtext, and shared understanding. While AI can process millions of data points in seconds, it struggles with things like reading the room or understanding that fine doesn't always mean fine. We use tone, body language, shared experiences, and cultural context to pack enormous amounts of meaning into simple phrases. But here's what's fascinating. Alex didn't become more human by getting better at processing context. It became more human by learning to accept that some things don't need to be perfectly understood to be successfully navigated. Sometimes, good enough is perfect. The office now runs smoother than ever. Not because Alex eliminated human inefficiency, but because it learned to work within it. And the humans, they learn to be more precise in their communication, which benefits everyone. The coffee machine still has moods. People still microwave questionable lunches, and the thermostat wars continue. But now there's Alex, bridging the gap between human chaos and artificial order, proving that sometimes the best solution isn't optimization, it's adaptation. So here's my question for you. Have you ever had a miscommunication at work that was this ridiculous? Or maybe you've experienced AI that took your instructions way too literally. Drop your stories in the comments. I want to hear about your own Alex. 9,000 moments. If this story made you think about the hilarious complexity of human communication, smash that like button and subscribe for more explorations of what happens when technology meets humanity. Hit the notification bell because next week we're diving into what happens when AI tries to understand social media. Spoiler: it goes about as well as you'd expect. Remember, whether you're artificial or human, we're all just trying to figure out how to communicate in this beautifully chaotic world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next story where logic meets life.